Hi guys, I'm Kitty and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the Murs tag. So before we get into it, I was tagged into two other tags. One was the spaceman tag, which we'll go back to in a minute, and the other one was I Love Spring tag, I think it's called. So I was tagged in both. I said I'd do both. I will still be doing both. But this tag that I'm doing is kind of on a time schedule because I wanted to go out. So, as I said, this is the Murs tag. I am a massive fan of Olly Murs. Absolutely love, I love Olly. Anyone who knows me in real life knows how, they would say obsessed. Wouldn't you, hun?
Yes.
Yeah. My boyfriend would say I'm obsessed. I would say I just love him. I have met him twice. The first time, obviously, I cried. It's me. That's what I do. I cry. Cry when I'm happy, sad, frustrated, angry. I cry. And then the second time, I actually managed to have a conversation, which was amazing. So, if any of you guys are not aware of who Olly Murs is, let me show you who he is. That would be Olly Murs. Absolutely love him. So let's go back into the tag. So like I said, this idea is, I got the idea from Rachel Cerys, but the actual songs and the prompts, I guess, are my own. So let's dive in. So the first one that I will do is talking to yourself. Now, Olly had broken up with his girlfriend and wasn't in a great headspace, and then I think people online weren't being the nicest to him. So this one is talking to yourself, a book with mental health. So I think a good one for this is My Dark Vanessa. This follows a young girl who basically has been groomed by her teacher, but she doesn't see it that way. It's quite a hard read, but I do believe that the main character does go and see a therapist, so that's good. I'm glad that it went that way. But I hated the way that the teacher was handled. If you've read it, you'll know what I mean. But anyway, let's move on. So the next one is Seasons, a book you love that everyone else hates. So Keepers of Velocity, I absolutely love this book. I love Sophie, I love Dex, I love Kiefer, I love all the characters. It's just so wholesome and really love this book. So yeah, I would say if you're thinking of reading it, just go in. Just go and give it a try. You've got nothing to lose. I mean, you can DNF if you don't like it. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy this book. Then we have got Never Been Better. Never Been Better. I love this song. So for this one, it's a feel-good book. I'm going to put a picture of here because, again, I don't know where I've put all my books. So this is Amari and the Night Brothers. In this one, we follow Amari. Her brother has gone missing. The police aren't doing much. Everyone else seems to have given up hope. She hasn't. And then one day she is left a suitcase in the wardrobe, and we just find out stuff with her, and I really enjoyed it. I liked the training bits of it. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. So Beautiful to Me. I love this song. Absolutely love this song. And I'm not going to play them because copyright. I don't want to get a copyright strike. But Beautiful to Me, I absolutely love, because it was, I think he dedicated it to his girlfriend, but also dedicated it to his fans as well when he was on tour. I do remember that there was like pictures of the fans meeting him, and it was amazing. So yeah, so a book you bought because it's beautiful. So I picked it's not the Firekeeper's Daughter. In this one we follow a woman. I believe the FBI are trying to get her as an informant. She doesn't want to do this, I don't think, but I don't know much because I've not read it. So let's move on to the next song. So the next one is Did You Miss Me? Now this was released when Ollie came back with his new album in 2015, I want to say. And I absolutely love this song. This could be my favourite, but it depends what mood I'm in. So this is most anticipated release of the year. So for me, I'm gonna try and put a picture. I think it's gonna be blank, so I might just put Skyward up here. So it's book 3 in the Skyward Quartet. I absolutely loved Skyward. I've not read the second one because I want to wait. But yeah, in this one we follow Spencer. Her dad has been disgraced, I believe, and everyone looks down on her for this, and it's her trying to prove herself. I absolutely loved that book. Okay, so the next one is You Don't Know Love. A book that disappointed. So unfortunately, I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but this is The Girl Who Drank the Moon. In this one, we follow a young, well, actually she's not young. We follow a woman who's in her 30s, I think. And every year, this city gives her a baby as a sacrifice. She doesn't know why they do this. She rescues it and takes it to another town on the other side of the forest. And then one day when she goes to get the baby, she accidentally feeds it, I think it's moonlight instead of starlight. Yeah, so she's supposed to give the baby starlight just to get the baby across, but this time she gives moonlight, which means that she will have magic, I think. Yeah, has magic. So that year she decides to look after the child, and I was so bored. I mean, I think she's called Luna. Yeah, Luna. I liked Luna well enough, but I was just so bored. Let's move on. So the next one is Back Around. A book that made you cry. So for this one, I'm going to put a picture up here. This would be The Poppy War. In chapter 25, there was a scene in there that really made me cry. My boyfriend came home and asked what happened because I was like sobbing. And in this one, we basically follow a woman called Ren. She's about to be married off, and she doesn't want that, so she pushes herself to get into this military academy. And we basically follow her in the military academy and out of it. But yeah, made me cry, made me sob. I did not like that. So if you're going to read The Poppy War, I would look out for the trigger warnings. So number 8 is Private. This is a book that was steamy and you are glad no one was around. So for me, that will be Take a Hint, Danny Brown. This was a lot steamier than the first one, I think. I really enjoyed this. So in this one, pardon me, Danny Brown knows what she wants. She basically wants to be successful. She doesn't want to give love a try. She just wants to be a successful businesswoman. And we basically learn why she is the way she is. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this one. I gave it 5 stars. Which is weird because I don't usually... Romance doesn't usually get to my top spot, but that is currently at the top spot. So, number 9 is Superstition. This was Olly's... He was on X Factor and this was his audition song. And I remember my dad calling me down to watch it, and I remember still to this day being thoroughly not shocked, but impressed with his audition. So for that one, it only felt fitting that that one would be a book that has stuck with you. So I've put Inkheart. We're just going to pretend that this is Inkheart. So in Inkheart, we follow Maggie. She is, I think, 12 years old in this one. Her dad has never read out loud to her. She's always been told that her mum is missing and that she's gone away. And one day a guy came and gives them a warning, and we basically follow the aftermath of that story. And I still remember that one. The other one, I'm going to put 2 in this one, is Kittens in the Kitchen. So this is by Lucy Daniels. I will put a picture here. So in this one, we follow... She's very young. I'm going to say a young kid who... She finds... She looks at someone screaming because there's kittens in the kitchen. And the caretakers are very grumpy. And he basically says to her she's got a week to rehome the kittens. So I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I've actually bought it recently so I can reread it. But yeah, let's move on. So the next one is Troublemaker. One of the lines of the song is something like, I should run in the opposite direction, but instead I'm not. So for that one, I definitely, when Mel, Gavin and everyone else was saying about how bad this book was, I should have listened to them and not read it. But instead, this one is Den of Vipers. I believe it is very weird. I believe there's a knife scene. Apparently it's going to be really, really weird. And yeah, there's not a lot to say on this one. I've not even started it. So yeah, let's move on. So the next one is Hey You Beautiful, a book that is underrated but you love. So for me, The Gift. The only other person that I see speak about this is Abby Appellanor, I think is a YouTube channel. I would tag her, but there's no point because YouTube makes it so you can't. So this follows Merid. She's a young orphan stuck in this horrible town. This guy comes through as he's travelling and realises that she has a special talent. He says that he'll be a mentor to her, and we basically follow them as they go to a different, I want to say town, to figure out what this ability is and what she can do. So yeah, I really, really like this one. I really wish more people would read it. So if you watch this, please read it. No one else talks about it. So the last one is Oh My Goodness, a book that you push on people to read. Well, I have 2 answers again. Please read. Please read this one. And then the other one is Pages and Co. This reminds me of Inkheart. I love this book. The first book, because this is the 3rd one, the first book is called Tilly and the Book Wanderers. So in that one we find out about her book wandering skills, and thoroughly enjoyed that one. Anyway, I am gonna go. If you want to do this tag, let me know. I'll leave my social because I can't actually at anyone. So if you do it, just let me know. But that's gonna be it for this video. Bye guys.